Hi there, Jimmy here from the Onside team, bringing you another help video. This is a quick video on checking in using the Onside app. So jumping into the app here, you can see I've got the properties that are around me, so it will keep the 10 closest properties to where I am. But if I do have auto arrival turned on, which I recommend, it's going to detect when I actually move into a boundary. And then it's going to send me a reminder to check in. But you can also see here at the top, it's also picked that I'm on that property. So I can tap check in straight from here. Otherwise, I can also search for the property by name, address, or pick it out of this list. So I'm going to go check in. So here's my property here, Onside head office. We've got the address. I can tap into the map. And then I can see everything that's going on the property. And then I can also filter by whatever I need. So jumping back to the check-in here. First of all, what are you up to today? So selecting the job that you're on the property to do. So I can select from any of the ones that the managers of the property have made up. And this is so that they know why you're on the property. It's in their reports. And if you do choose a job that's particularly dangerous to other people, that will then alert them that you're in the property doing spraying, for example. Now, a bit further down, we've got risks. So I've got 11 risks. So then I can tap into these risks and read the information about them. And then I've also got this bar here advising the ones that I haven't viewed, which are actually these 4. And a bit further down, we've also got view other risks. So view other risks, these are the risks that aren't actually placed out on the map. They're just across the whole property. So once I'm happy, I've read all of the risks and I've understood them, I can then go acknowledge risks. And then I can jump into the rules and make sure I'm familiar with those. And then go, I agree. If you have an Onside team subscription, or your company does, you'll also have to set the departure time. And you've also got the option of advising how many people are checking in with you. So if you are responsible for other people, you can jump into that and you can say you're there with 6 other people, for example. A bit further down, the property may also have questions for you to answer. So this one is around COVID. So do I feel unwell? No. And have I parked the car outside the front? No, I haven't. We get in trouble for that. And I can also advise a comment for the job that I'm about to do. So then I can go check in. Cool, so I'm checked in. So that was in the case of going through everything and reviewing all of the information. So if I go into that same property again, it will remember everything that I've done last time. So if I've viewed all of the information, what time I set for my departure, how I answered the questions, all of that. So if you are familiar with the property, you can go straight check into property. So the second time is much quicker than the first. Now, if I go to a property that I haven't been to in a while and something has changed, I will have to review the information. So I'm going to jump into my island that I've taken over. So Jimmy Inc. Cool, so this is Jimmy Inc. As you can see, it's remembered quite a few things that I've done here before. So employee work, I've read the rules, everything like that. So I'm going to go check into property, but then it's going to advise me that I need to acknowledge the risks first. So you'll see around the risks, I've got the orange box. So I need to jump into that. And then I can go through and review those risks. And so once I'm ready, I go acknowledge risks. The box is no longer orange, so I can then check straight into the property. And I'm checked in. So now that I'm checked in, I can then report either a risk or an incident. So an incident, for example, it's going to step through the different types we have. So that could be anything from near miss, equipment damage or theft, or actually dealing with injuries. And then it's going to go through the what, the where, the when, and the who. and then that fires through to the managers of the property. Regarding the risks, it's just going to ask you kind of which category the risk belongs to, what the title is, and a bit of information about it, and maybe a location or a picture. Going along the bottom there, we've got the visitors tab. So at any time, I'd be able to see who else has checked in with me. Because this is one of my properties, I can also see the history, but normal visitors won't. Emergency information and locations. If your company has an Onside team subscription, you can also advise or update how long you're going to be there for. And then every property has its own chat as well, so you can communicate with everyone else in the property. Once you're happy with that, you just go check out. And away you go onto the next property. So that's using Onside. Thanks.